Hi, I'm Ellie
and
and
Marvel Multiverse.
with the Marvel Multiverse, and I will be talking about the Winter Soldier. The Hydra experiment on Barnes caused him to survive his fall in Hydra wing. The zone where is tolerated and brainwashed by Armin Zola and turned into the Winter Soldier, a mind-controlled super soldier with metal prosthetic arm. Bucky Barnes, aka Sebastian Stan, has become much more than a side character in Captain America's story, but rather a major character in his own right. On a 1945 mission gone wrong, Bucky fell to his unsome death, losing his left arm in his fall from the train. After the titanium arm was destroyed by Iron Man in 2016, he was given a vibranium arm by T'Challa during the Infinity War of 2018. The vibranium arm was later taken from Barnes by Nebula, who gifted it to Rocket Raccoon as a Christmas present. For years, Captain America believed his partner died by the Russians. Came upon Barnes' body in the ocean and turned the into the perfect killing machine. Upon proving difficult to control, the Russians decided to put him in Cyro freeze between missions, giving birth to the legacy of the Winter Soldier.
Hi, I'm Ellie, and I will be talking about the Winter Soldier with...
My name is Brian Witzel. We got Sean Stevenson over here. Can I be joking around? It's important. We're gonna be popular one day.
What is your favorite thing about the Winter Soldier?
Alright, Bucky, he's a pretty cool dude. Okay, so in the beginning, he had a normal arm. But when, I believe,
Metal arm.
yeah, he had a normal arm, at some point.
Way back.
And then he lost his arm, so he had to get it back. And so they had to do surgery. That didn't work, and so he had a metal arm put in instead. And so that caused all that, and now he's a really strong dude because of it. And over time, he developed a way of... Yes,
He got jacked.
He did get jacked.
Also, he got frozen in ice like how Captain America got
That
frozen
is
in ice.
true. That
That is true.
He is an old, in quote, old person, but he's still like, I believe in Winter Soldier he's like 32 or around that age, so he's still decently young. He has a lot of life left in him.
But
Guess you could say Guess you could say he's got an old soul a little bit.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure like they both ended up 90 years old because they've been
They did age, but
they've been frozen in ice, but their age did change, but they didn't look old.
okay. So the way that worked, which is a whole nother long conversation, which I could get into, but I don't want to right now.
Okay.
It's a long thing.
Okay, next question. Do you like the relationship between Captain America and the Winter Soldier?
I think it's pretty cool, pretty crazy dynamic, especially towards the beginning of the movie and like the flashbacks. It's nice to see how they were friends, and then Bucky, the Winter Soldier, he forgot about Captain America, right? He got like his memory wiped at some point.
Kinda. And it's,
Yeah, weird thing. It's interesting to see how they ended up being friends again by the end.
so I think it was guaranteed that they were going to meet up again because of the sheer fact that, one, obviously they're in the same movie. So it's just a matter of time. And in the universe that is Marvel, they were going to anyway ultimately meet because of the way they were frozen. So just the way it ended out, I think him fighting Iron Man alongside Captain America is pretty cool.
Okay, do you like the relationship between the Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Like the winged guy.
I know who you're talking about.
I don't remember
The
it that well.
relationship between the two?
You know there's a series on Disney Plus about it. I will get it up on my phone.
I don't have Disney
Oh
Plus.
no, I know what you're talking about. The Captain America and not Captain America, like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember thinking about watching it. I never got to it.
I don't have Disney Plus, so I couldn't tell you.
I have it on my phone.
I got it. It's so expensive.
My sister used to have it, and I used to just charge it off her, and I used to watch Star Wars with it. But other than that, I don't have it.
That's exactly where I got. I'm not even
1
kidding.
week.
I got it for the original Star Wars, just for that, because I couldn't pirate them. I mean, because I couldn't find them on a real site.
Well, I guess it was made in like 2021, and the Falcon got Captain America's shield because he decided to go back to his life in World War II, and Bucky is still alive, and I don't know if he got his metal arm taken away or not.
I'm no help in that case. I haven't watched that show, so
Me either, but it sounds pretty cool,
I'd watch it if I could.
I don't know if I got time anymore. Gotta stand there.
Do you like the Winter Soldier costume? Like, when he was, like, when it was the first time that you saw him on the big screen when he was trying to kill Captain America, like, with his, like, assassin gear and metal arm.
I thought it was pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm trying to remember what that looks like. Sorry.
Basically, like, nuts.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Because, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
No,
was given the metal arm from Nazi Hydra from Nazi Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just trying to remember what the outfit actually looked like. But yeah, no, I rocked the drip.
Mm-hmm. I could pull it up. The outfit.
No, I remember what it looks like now. Yeah.
It's like black and
Yeah.
silver, I think.
There was a little bit of red in there, but yeah, it was kind of separate.
Yeah, and I think he had like a bird thing on his metal arm.
He didn't have the
Probably
Nazi
German,
emblem. No, they didn't put that on there. It was strictly just a uniform that they put on him because he was an experiment and they didn't want him to.
Oh, that's right. No connections.
Yeah.
What is your favorite? What is your favorite part about the Winter Soldier? Like anything like his like Nazi gear, sunglasses, mask, metal arm. I don't know, but when he was given it by the Nazis, well, by Nazi Hydra from Nazi Germany, he had like a different material arm, and when he was given it by Wakanda from T'Challa, he was given like a vibranium arm.
I would have to say the arm. I'm gonna go in real quick.
So you saying like what was my favorite part about his attire, or like the way his character was?
About anything about his character, like development, costume.
Okay, so personally, I mean, I like his outfit, but that's not what I like about him. I like his charisma because he has a very strong attitude toward what he's doing. And in the fight scene, like the main one between him, Captain America, and Iron Man, he has the most, I guess you'd say, effect on the fight. Captain America obviously is hitting Iron Man with a shield, yet his iron arm is putting more impact on the armor than Captain America's shield. So, and he's putting in more force to do that than Captain America, so I like his energy towards what he does.
You're right. You could probably say that he might be a little bit stronger than Captain America with the arm. As far as like.
Well, and more like fighting based style, then yes, I would say he's stronger.
Yeah.
But
Do you like the Winter Soldier in the comics more than the movies he's in?
ooh, that's tough.
I can.
Because they're not different, but they have different, like, they are different. So in the comics, he is still the same Bucky as like a natural, like, warrior, but he is seen more as, I guess say laid back, not as, what's the word for it? Outgoing, if you want to put it that way. Like, after he gets unfrozen in the movies, he is more active. But in the comics, he still is active, but he's not actively going out of his way, if he doesn't have to start a fight.
It's like a little more passive.
Yeah. So I prefer comic in that sense, but they're both different in their good ways.
Okay, next question. Do you like the actor Sebastian Stan, the actor that played Winter Soldier?
No comment.
Well, either of you can answer any of these questions.
Go ahead, Sean. You got an opinion? 'Cause I'm not answering.
I got no idea what he does besides the Winter Soldier, but I think he did a pretty good job playing him. You know, I mean that is his job.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably some random controversy about him.
No, I mean, he didn't do a bad job, but I just don't like his acting personally. Like, he did a good job for the movie, but not me.
I don't really remember it that well. Exactly.
Okay, next question. Do you like the Winter Soldier in the series Marvel's What If? If you have ever watched that series
Sadly,
before.
I have not. I don't have
Me
Disney
either.
Plus.
Sorry.
Well, from my standards, it's a good series. It's about like old-fashioned Marvel. It includes like Captain Carter, which is Captain America's love interest,
Oh, that's right.
and like other different movies. And also the Winter Soldier is still the same, but also a little bit different.
So, I would tell you something if I knew how it was different, but I'm not gonna have to have the ability to give you an answer on this one.
Yeah, I don't really know that much either, but it's interesting you say he was mostly the same. I mean, I feel like in Visions and like, I think it's like a Star Wars Visions too, right? In most of those like Visions ones, is that even what it's called? Marvel Visions. Is that it? What? Did I remember right?
Is it? The series is called What If. And
Oh,
it's,
What If?
That's,
I'm sorry. I was thinking of Star Wars Visions.
It's not gonna be the same title song.
Okay, but same kind of thing. Like they mix up things, change little things, and see how like characters change. It's interesting. You say
It's
that-
about exploring like different universes and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Like how things play out differently in different universes.
Mhm.
It's pretty cool.
Like one is about if all. Well, the first season, last episode is about like the different universes, Avengers versus Ultron, if he got the Infinity Stones. And one of them is like T'Challa's cousin, which still evil, and he stole the Infinity Stones.
Huh.
Interesting.
That is pretty interesting.
If I could actually afford this, I would buy Disney Plus. But until then,
What is your favorite Avenger out of all of them? Like, you can pick any Avenger, like, doesn't have to be the Winter Soldier.
okay, we're talking about strictly like within the very small group of Avengers, or are we talking about like Marvel itself? I want to be like,
Every single one, like,
okay, Human Torch.
the one in Endgame. Like,
You would do it.
Human Torch.
Who's that?
So he's part of the Fantastic Four. He's one of my favorite Marvel characters personally. I have a lot of childhood memories from not only the show, but the game, the Lego game. But within the show, he, as expected, can literally shoot fire. He burns himself entirely, and he can. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking about now too. Yeah.
wait, I think, well, there was a movie about, like, the second Doctor Strange movie, the Multiverse of Madness. There was, like, a universe that they went to where, like, there was Captain Carter and, like, a member of the Fantastic Four in there, too.
Yeah, so, Human Torch, The Rock. There's two more. I
The
can't remember.
stretchy guy. What's
Yeah.
his name? And
Yeah.
there's a girl. Yeah, I forgot their names too.
Yeah. I love the Fantastic Four as a duo, as a squad. Probably one of my favorite parts of Marvel, but Human Torch has to be number one personally.
If I had to say, I mean, I never really got into Marvel that much. I only really watched the basic movies that everyone's seen.
War.
But I mean, out of like the newer ones, I would say this is gonna sound so basic, but I'm probably gonna say Thanos, which sounds bad because he's the
No.
villain. But hear me out. I think it's interesting when you start to think see things from this point of view, how flawed his perspective was, and how like kind of tragic it is, how he turned out, and like, you know,
He was a simple
kind of a
man
sad
once.
story. Yeah.
So a simple farmer.
Yeah, it makes sense because he had, like, a bad childhood.
Yeah, and his planet got like
Eradicated.
by itself.
And his kids kind of like dipped.
Yeah,
Disliked
tried
him.
to kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Tough
gotta
life.
suck. Yeah, you just gotta thug it out.
Do you like the relationship between the actors in the Winter Soldier? Like, have you watched the behind the scenes videos and?
I have not.
No. Like film chemistry, you mean?
Yeah.
I mean, from the Winter Soldier movie, I would say it was pretty good, you know. And Falcon and Winter Soldier, they did a show together. I'm sure it only got better. Never watched it though. But yeah.
I mean, for doing a show, for doing a movie like that, you have to have at least a decent connection with the other people.
Right, exactly.
I mean, unless you want to just take all your anger out on them when you're filming, that would be one thing. But no, I think they'd have to have a pretty good connection with each other.
Usually Marvel does a good job with that.
Do you believe that the actors of the Marvel characters are friends in real life, like, because they spend so much time together off screen?
So, I think there's a difference between the word friend and acquaintance. Some of them might be friends, I'm not saying some of them might not be. But I think for a majority of the actors within Marvel, I would call them acquaintances due to their work and not full-fledged friends. Because they will always have to work with each other, but they don't have to, like, connect truly. That's just how I see it. But
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. And I feel like a lot of the times you see videos of them together, like on talk shows, you would assume that they're friends, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they are, you know? But, I mean, I would think that it wouldn't be too crazy to assume that they'd be friends, some of them.
Well,
But
yeah.
also the other way around. You really don't know.
Okay, next question. Do you like the relationship between the Winter Soldier and Black Widow?
Is this from the Falcon show, or is this a completely different thing? Is this from the movie?
It's from the movies, but I looked up what his romance thing is, and Black Widow came up for some odd reason.
I thought she was like Hulk.
Yeah, I thought she was, like, interested in Hulk too, but
Yeah, thought that was a thing.
Well, so they made that a thing forcefully, obviously, because that's just how the show goes. But that's not how it always was. During the later Marvel movies, they transitioned Black Widow into liking more Bruce Banner when he was more human form than he was Hulk instead of Bucky. I don't know much about the relationship between Bucky and Black Widow, but all I know is they did have a connection in the past, and then they switched it to Bruce Banner because he was in the later movies like Infinity War and Endgame and stuff like that. He was more human-like, and then they just started bonding more, I guess you could say. That's all I know.
Yeah.
do you like how the Winter Soldier, before he became a good person, or after he became a good person, like,
A little bit
So
of.
what's your definition of a good person?
well, after at the end of the Captain America Winter Soldier movie, he, like, became good because he remembered stuff and he got, like, all of that, like, mind
Yeah, he got rid of all the
controlling
mind
stuff.
control. And then you're right. He kind of did get more, like, of a better person because like he wasn't just like a mind controlled like puppet of Hydra. So you could say that maybe not necessarily good. He still kills people, but better
Okay, that's what I was getting at, because, like,
character development.
the cycle. No, but I was like, I want to make sure I know your definition of good before I answer this question because of that fact that he was still brainwashed until the end. But no, it definitely improved after that. But still can't really change him. So I have never seen him as a good person.
Okay, it's time for the trivia game.
Let's go.
All right,
Trivia. All right, who wants to go?
gambling.
Okay, so when I was interviewing with
And then we'll just like
a little tap.
clean. Right here. It's like you're doing peck flies.
I'm ready. I got my hand prepared. It's about to jump over there. Yeah, the fling.